Welcome back to the last Omaha news program of the semester. I'm Kevin Grace.
And I'm Katie Wagner. We hope you've enjoyed watching our program as much as we've enjoyed anchoring for you.
Coming up, we'll have reporter Marie Hanusek share a milestone UNMC is celebrating. Find out how this milestone has affected many lives.
Also, find out how you can help repair Omaha city streets. You're watching the Omaha News.
This is the Omaha News, presented by the School of Communication at the University of Nebraska at Omaha, from the studios of UNO Television.
There was a major birthday here in Nebraska this month. UNMC's bone marrow and stem cell transplant program turned 30. The celebration is a reminder of the new lease on life given to thousands of patients. Marie Hanusek reports.
For most people, a warm, beautiful day is a good day. But for over 4,400 people across the globe, it is another day to be grateful to be alive.
Just the ability to appreciate little things that I probably overlooked before.
The gift is all thanks to a life-saving procedure pioneered here in Nebraska. The bone marrow and stem cell transplant program at the University of Nebraska Medical Center had its 30th birthday this month.
So the purpose is to treat whatever underlying cancer that they have, typically, or occasionally a non-malignant disease, to try to have their bone marrow come back to normal and be able to treat the cancer and cure the patient.
The procedure started here, but has impacted lives from around the world, and patients from all 50 states and more than a dozen countries. Those patients consider their transplant date their new birthday, a second chance.
You know, and they make it a celebration because you're receiving life. It is, you know, a giving of life, and I'll never forget that.
It is a celebration that is equally important to caregivers.
There's nothing more rewarding than being able to, you know, tell patients that we have a treatment that'll be helpful for them and to help them get through that treatment.
As for the next 30 years, UNMC hopes to reach even more patients and reduce the side effects of treatment. For the Omaha News, I'm Marie Hanusek.
If you would like to make a donation to cancer research through the University of Nebraska Foundation, you can visit www.nufoundation.org or call 402-50-0300.
The parking meters in Omaha's Old Market are going high-tech. These new smart parking meters are solar-powered and will be credit card or coin operated. Monday, over 400 of these parking meters arrived and public workers have been installing them non-stop. Mayor Jim Suttle says he believes these new parking meters will increase revenue for the city and decrease parking tickets. City Council approved the purchase of an additional 600 smart parking meters, which should arrive and be installed around mid-May.
With winter hopefully finally over, Omaha motorists are going from sliding and screeching to bobbing and weaving. No matter what part of Omaha you drive in, you can't help but notice the bad roads. Omaha's controversial wheel tax is expected to generate almost $18 million to help fix the roads. But the potholes, whether on residential or major streets, can cause headaches and cost a lot of money for repairs on your car. To report pothole problems, you can call the Omaha Works Department at 402-444-5220.
This past January, a shooting occurred at the Lone Star College North Harris campus in Houston, Texas. Yesterday, another incident occurred, but at a different Lone Star College campus. A frantic 911 call came in Tuesday morning claiming a man was on the loose, stabbing people in the face and neck. At least 14 people were stabbed. 4 of the victims had to be taken to the hospital via helicopter. 20-year-old student Dylan Quick has been charged with the crime. Quick voluntarily told police that he had been fantasizing about stabbing people to death since elementary school and had been planning the attack for quite some time.
The threat of North Korea setting off missiles grows each day, and the U.S. is preparing to react. U.S. satellite imagery shows North Korea has everything in place to do a test launch of mobile ballistic missiles. It appears the missiles are 10 miles inland and halfway down North Korea's eastern coast. but the U.S. can't be sure the missile location without intelligence on the ground. The U.S. hopes that if North Korea does perform a launch test, that they will at least give warning so that aircrafts can stay clear of the missile paths. But chances of forewarning are unlikely. Though North Korea may be testing a missile launch, the threat of nuclear attacks seem unlikely.
Coming up after the break, learn what one Omaha woman is doing to teach children about the environment and to help prepare for Earth Day.
Also, stay tuned as reporter Jiajing Liu shows us what one student association is doing to celebrate their culture and fight against discrimination. You're watching the Omaha News.
PBS is the place you should go first.
There are no advertisers to be satisfied, only an audience to be satisfied.
We take our responsibility as journalists very seriously. We are constantly thinking about our viewers and what they care about.
We want to let you know what the information is, and then you decide what you want to think.
At the News Hour, we are after the facts and only the facts.
You've always known you were a leader, someone who works hard to achieve your goals. You can see it. You can see your success in front of you. You pursue a college education for the old-fashioned reasons, to learn, to make yourself more valuable, to succeed. You need a place that celebrates your ambition and positions you alongside visionary people just like you. You, my friend, belong here, the University of Nebraska at Omaha.
UNO-TV invites you to take a journey around the world, to lush jungles with endangered species, to exotic lands and different cultures, to lost cities beneath the sands. Travel through time to see ancient secrets on the other side of the world, the growth of the American West, or the start of Nebraska's largest city, or just explore our state. Find out about Nebraska in World War II. Learn how Omaha has grown since. Discover the effort to renovate its green spaces, the history of one of its most impressive buildings, or look at its internationally recognized university. For over 20 years, UNO-TV has produced award-winning documentaries that explore, educate, and enlighten. To find out more, call 402-554-2516 or visit unotv.unomaha.edu.
You're watching the Omaha News.
Spring has come. More and more people like barbecuing and spending time in the garden to enjoy the nice weather. But people from India have a different way to celebrate the spring season. Reporter Jiajing Liu has more.
Thanks, Katie. The Indian Student Association at UNO celebrated Holi here on campus and introduced people to their culture and the meaning of the holiday. Hundreds of UNO students get together, buy themselves some powder, colored eyes, and get ready to get really, really messy. What are they doing? They're celebrating the traditional Indian Spring Festival, Holi, with color and music.
I've just been dusting color, everyone's just been able to throw color at each other. It's been a lot of fun.
Besides it being a lot of fun to throw color at your friends, Holi has a deep-rooted culture.
Meaning behind the festival is to not have any racism or religionism. The basic concept is once everyone is colored, they're all gonna look the same. So it's just one big family of all colorful people, and they're just there to enjoy and have fun.
Nobody is safe from the fun of the Holi.
I wasn't expecting to have colors all over me, so it was very soft. So next time I have to be prepared.
For students like Shelby Anderson-Hort, Holi not only provides for a day of fun, but the chance to meet new friends and learn about a different culture from halfway across the world.
I don't know. No, I didn't know anything about the culture or anything. It's just really fun. A lot of people here, and it was a really good way to get to know people better.
UNO Indian Student Association hopes it can get more students involved next year. Katie?
Thanks, Jiajing.
Gandhi once said, "In a gentle way, you can shake the world." Gandhi said it, and Lincoln, Nebraska misspelled it, in stone. A stone amphitheater in Lincoln's Union Park Plaza had these wise words etched on concrete. No one noticed for the past few years that Gandhi had been misspelled until it was finally reported last weekend. The spelling mistake came as a surprise because many people had gone over the quote before it was put into stone. Lincoln Park's director, Lynn Johnson, says he is glad that the mistake has been caught and that it will be fixed as soon as possible, but wishes there were easier ways to correct spelling mistakes on concrete. The correction is estimated to cost a few $100s to fix one misspelled word.
Earth Day is just around the corner. Youth Services Specialist Katie Willis has designed a program that teaches elementary students about what goes into landfills and what they can do to help.
To my best knowledge, I think everything except the recyclables probably goes into the landfills.
Like Tom and many other Americans, we are educated on what the difference is between recycling and garbage. There is one Omaha Library youth specialist that is making it her goal to educate elementary students about what they are doing to the environment when they throw away trash by using candy and snacks.
Just goals that they'll think about when they put something in the trash can, that they think about the fact that it is going somewhere. It's not just disappearing into this magical trash can.
In fact, the class participants learned a variety of topics about what types of garbage goes into the landfill, and the average American puts 56 tons of garbage into the landfill every year. Class participant Caesar had a hard time not eating the ingredients to his landfill prior to putting it together.
This is a little candy landfill which we made out of a cup, some Oreos, cookies, and a little bit of candy.
As much as Caesar wanted to eat the ingredients to his landfill during the process of making it,
I think I'm just going to put it in the refrigerator.
If you would like more information on what you can do for Earth Day 2013 on April 22nd, you can visit www.earthday.org.
Last night, the metro area went through a rough hail and thunderstorm. Around 8 p.m., the UNO's TV tower was struck by lightning. That wasn't the only place to get hit. A house in South Omaha around 22nd and J Street was also struck just before 1 a.m. Wednesday. It created a hole in the ceiling and caused a fire. Firefighters were able to put out the fire and no one in the home was injured. The Omaha Metro isn't expected to have any more lightning, but snow and hail is predicted to be coming our way this week.
Speaking of severe weather, a tragedy occurred as a result of the snow. In Nebraska's Panhandle, 35-year-old Lisa Conrad abandoned her car around 12:30 a.m. Monday when she became stranded due to the snow. Lisa began walking home and her 19-year-old son, Brandon Conrad, tried walking from their house to meet her. Both people became lost, but Brandon was found suffering from hypothermia and frostbite. Lisa's body was discovered last night by residents on snowmobiles only half a mile away from the highway.
CrossFit is the latest exercise craze to sweep the nation. Find out more about why this exercise is becoming so popular.
Also, reporter Tasia Velasquez explains why boxing may be a better alternative to burn fat fast. You're watching the Omaha News.
Something wasn't right.
Were they lying to the public?
There was a bigger story here than just a plane crash.
It's become the symbol of everything that's wrong with the industry.
My kid got 6 vaccines in one day and he regressed.
Not only are those children who aren't vaccinated at risk, but those who can't be vaccinated are at risk.
Nobody really knew what was going on. What was it in this market that had to be hidden?
I spent millions of dollars in cash bribing government officials.
People in power do not like the investigation to come too close to them.
You never hear these stories.
Tuesdays on NET1.
NET Television expands your mind, enlightens your mind, inspires your mind, educates your mind, entertains your mind. NET Television opens up new worlds to you. Explore, travel, learn, discuss, debate. NET Television keeps you informed. Music, theater, dance, art, news. NET Television awakens your dreams, seeks to serve, strengthens our communities. We are Nebraskans. We are NET Television, Nebraska's PBS station.
You're watching the Omaha News.
Summer is almost here and many people are trying to get back in shape. Tasia Velasquez tells us about a unique workout people can do who are looking for a challenge.
With spring and summer right around the corner, many people are looking for the best way to get in shape fast. Taylor Foster, a boxing instructor at Title Boxing Club, West Omaha, tells us the benefits you can get from doing boxing and kickboxing workouts.
Well, I think the cool thing about Title workout is that we use your quick twitch muscles, and so it's not like running where it's slow twitch muscles. It's going to be an entirely different type of workout and exercise. You're going to burn a lot of fat and you're going to build a lot of muscle really quickly. So it's by far the quickest way that I've seen to get in shape the fastest.
Taylor also explains to us how this workout compares to other workouts.
Well, it's day and night different. Running, say for instance, if you go run 5 miles, the muscles you're working are all called slow twitch muscles, and that's going to be a different type of workout altogether. Whereas in boxing, you're working fast twitch muscles, and so you're going to get much more strength and bulginess and veins and all the good stuff.
Head trainer Grover Wiley agrees this type of workout is a great way to achieve that beach body.
We do running, we do lunges, we do squats, we do a total body workout, and it's nonstop for an hour, and you've got somebody pushing you and you know, giving you the motivation to push forward, where if you're at the gym and you're on the treadmill and you decide you want to stop, you just stop. You just work harder in here.
If your workout routine hasn't been working for you, maybe a boxing or kickboxing class is a good fit. For the Omaha News, I'm Tasia Velasquez.
For more information on boxing and kickbox classes, go to www.titleboxingclub.com and click on one of the 2 Nebraska locations.
As fitness fads come and go, there are 2 that have remained constant: a good weight training routine that employs resistance training or a strong cardiovascular workout like jogging have been around as long as the gymnasium. Cross-training pulls from both of these regimens and combines them into an accelerated workout.
There may be running.
Coach Melissa Kelly warns her cross-training class what to expect at their next workout: running. Cross-training combines elements of several exercises to maximize an athlete's productivity while minimizing their time.
This cross-training class really kind of plays into a lot of the new trendy things out there, like boot camp style classes, high-intensity interval training, CrossFit, different just circuit training stuff, where hopefully you're creating workouts that maybe some of the students know some of the exercises, maybe they've done the exercises before, but they've never thought about putting them in this kind of style. All right, guys, now remember, what the hell are you 2 doing? Scoot! Make sure you're in a circle. God.
Cross-training is way different than a weight training regimen or even a cardio workout like jogging is. It shocks your whole body in different muscle groups that you don't hit in those other exercises. Cross-training is not for everyone, but if you'd like to see results and you have an excellent work ethic, give it a shot.
All you're doing is triceps, so hips and everything.
As hard as the workouts are, students seem to enjoy them with one exception, Ashley Dale says: the burpee exercise.
As she describes it, you gotta kind of trust yourself and you fall to the ground like you're gonna lay down. You do the ugliest push-up and then you snap up with your feet by your hands, come up and then clap above your head. But I've gained muscle plus lost weight, so I like it a lot.
CrossFit and other boot camp style workouts are growing in popularity. 7 new cross-training dedicated gyms have opened in the last 8 months in Omaha. Coach Kelly attributes this to the results the athletes are getting.
Some people love their Nutella. Some people love it so much they steal 5,000 jars of it. At least that's what happened this past weekend in a small town in Germany. Over $20,000 worth of the hazelnut spread was stolen from a former railway station. As if this wasn't odd enough, there have been other cases of food theft this past year in this area. In March, $39,000 worth of coffee was stolen, and over 34,000 cans of Red Bull were taken in August. No one has been arrested in these crimes yet.
Coming up after the break, Willa Cather, one of Nebraska's most notable authors, is having her personal letters published into a book, due out on April 16th.
Reporter Lauren Harrahill tells us why this book is so anticipated and what the editors are hoping people will learn from it. You're watching the Omaha News.
To go above.
It was something new.
Or reach beyond.
Oh my gosh, it's fantastic.
When you want to peer inside.
There's something wrong here. This isn't normal.
It would seem almost impossible. Or push the limit.
Large tornado! It's humongous! We need to get out now!
When you want to dive deep.
These divers are like astronauts.
Our human nature is to push into places that we don't know about.
Or go to the edge.
There are other worlds out there.
We don't know exactly what we're going to find.
When you want to find new frontiers.
I was truly astonished.
You just don't ever know.
Nova.
Wednesdays on NET1.
Most local television news only gives you brief headlines about issues that may be important to you. But for more than 10 years, only one program has remained dedicated to examining all the information about issues that really matter to Nebraskans. I'm Kathy Wyatt, and it's my privilege to present those issues for your consideration. Join me on the campus of UNO in a program we call Consider This, every week on NET1.
The University of Nebraska at Omaha is a place for tomorrow's leaders, a place where individuals converge on a path to success, getting the attention and direction they need as they begin their career. It's where students take pride in serving Omaha, a city we've invested in for more than 100 years. UNO is a place where greatness begins. The University of Nebraska at Omaha.
With weather warming up, more and more people are riding scooters and motorcycles. On February 11th, 2013, supporters and opponents of repealing Nebraska's motorcycle helmet law came to Capitol Hill to voice their opinions on the issue.
With the 22-year helmet law, many Nebraska riders would like the helmet law to stay the same.
We have a seatbelt law, and nobody's talking about repealing the seatbelt law. So why would you want to repeal a helmet law? The single most important thing that you can do to reduce death and serious injury is to wear a helmet on a motorcycle.
Since the helmet law was passed 22 years ago, there's been a total of 278 deaths on motorcycles and scooters combined. Omaha police officer David Preston.
The helmet law is for the best interest of the rider. When you think about it, it's only if something goes wrong and the bike lays down, it's just you in the road, so you got to protect your head.
More and more riders want to use a helmet after they seen a motorcycle accident.
He was covered the street, some guy turned on and clipped his back tire. His bike skid for probably about 200 yards, and because of that, he just came away with some minor abrasions on his arms and stuff, but his bike's pretty messed up, but he didn't have any facial or head injuries.
Many people feel that Nebraska is missing out on money from people that ride up to Sturgis in South Dakota because of the helmet law.
I believe that they could be losing some revenue because motorcyclists do not want to wear their helmet in our state.
For the Omaha News, I'm Brandon Mosley.
Nebraska's helmet law mandates a motorist and passenger must wear a helmet at all times.
Every year, the Nebraska Book Festival showcases Nebraska's best authors. This year, the festival not only celebrated current Nebraska authors, but showed a different side to one of Nebraska's most well-known authors of the past.
The Nebraska Book Festival features the best writers Nebraska has, with 2 days of writing workshops, poetry presentations, and book readings. The early release of The Selected Letters of Willa Cather was the most anticipated event. Willa Cather is arguably Nebraska's most famous author, and up until 2011, Willa Cather's personal letters had not been allowed to be published.
Her own life and her own words.
The editors hope that the letters will reveal a side of Willa Cather that not many know.
I'm really hoping that as people who think they know who Cather is and what she's all about, they can read this book and her writing about her own life and her own voice and revealing her really attractive personality.
And it's Cather's popularity that made the release of her letters so special.
If you live in Nebraska, we claim her as our own. If you live in New Mexico, they claim her as their own. You live in New York, they claim her as their own. I mean, she's one of those folks that everybody wants a piece of. So we're so proud to be able to do this event.
Anna Hoyt, a Willa Cather enthusiast, says that the people aren't just excited to know more about Cather's personal life, but they're excited because it will build a connection from one Nebraskan to many others.
I think the more that we know of each other, the more we can understand, what we're thinking and where we come from.
Only 560 of Cather's 3,000 letters were published, but there is hope that more will be revealed in the future. For the Omaha News, I'm Lauren Harahill.
To learn more about the selected letters of Willa Cather or about the Nebraska Book Festival, go to bookfestival.nebraska.gov.
In less than 8 minutes, over 4,000 books were donated. Every year, Half Price Books of Omaha gives away their overstock. The books are sorted into age-appropriate categories, and the nonprofits pre-register to receive the donations. The store manager says that by donating their books, it helps promote literacy and brings in customers.
Creating a Facebook account is free, but messaging people on the service may not be. Facebook has been testing out a pay-per-message plan that select users in nearly 40 different countries, including the U.S. The idea is that you can pay a fee to message someone outside your network of friends. The cost for sending the message varies, all depending on how popular the person you're messaging is or how many messages are already being sent that way. People will still be able to send messages to non-friends for free, but they will end up in a junk folder. The idea behind this new service is to help prevent spam and to keep people you don't want to talk to you from crowding your inbox. Thank you for tuning in to the last program of the semester. If you're looking for more, check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/theomahanews.
While you're there, you can check out the news stories our reporters covered, submit story ideas, or give us feedback. We'd love to hear from you. From all of us here at the Omaha News and UNO Television, good night.
UNO Television gives students a chance to work in a real studio. Working on the TV crew, students get hands-on experience with lights, camera, and action. Working on a variety of shows gives students a leg up looking for jobs. In fact, many former crew members work at local stations. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience for students to learn the science and art of TV production. UNO TV, student crew, professional staff, award-winning results.
When will you look deep into space? When will you travel back in time? When will you experience the power of red? When? Anytime. Online at video.netnebraska.org. Search, select, and share with the NET Video Player. Watch our shows on your schedule.